Yo, what's going on, guys? It's CoJoMo here, back with another video. Today I'm going to teach you how to become a better team player through communication and also by using your utility to help out those on your team so that you guys can be on the same page and you can create some better moments and just play more beautiful Counter-Strike. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. So I want to help you guys understand the complexities of Counter-Strike and how to do these like crazy plays and really simplify things so that you can start doing stuff just like you see the pros doing. If you guys want to help me out, hit that subscribe button and let's get right into it. So when you are playing Counter-Strike, there is going to be different situations and scenarios, and it's going to determine how you need to play off of your teammates, right? We're going to use Mirage as an example because it is so easy to do team plays on this map. It's so easy to connect because it's a very simple map. It's very commonly played. It's just very popular, right? And one scenario I think that is very useful is as a T, when you're scaling out on A site here with smokes and everything, your teammates are going to be, getting out, and there's flashes that you need to tell your teammates that you're throwing, and there's flashes that you need to just throw from them, right? So if my teammates are coming out with all these smokes up, I'm going to sit back here and throw flashes for them, right? And what am I going to do? I'm going to say, hey guys, I'm flashing you at ramp, and I'll say flashing, and then after I throw that first flash, I'm just throwing my flashes, and I'm not really necessarily saying, hey guys, can I throw a flash for you here? Can I do this? Can I do this, right? I'm just reading where my teammates are and determining based on where they're at on the minimap, where I see them on the walls, I'm throwing utility for them, right? Say my teammates are scaling into site and there is heavy resistance from people on site. They're dropping down smokes. They're, you're doing all this. They're trying to scale through CT. And I just know that there's multiple people on site from comms, from dots on the radar, from communication that's going on through my team. If I'm coming out here, I might just throw a flash over stairs. Why? Because one, it's going to blind people that are trying to rotate into site here, but it's also going to blind people that are coming in CT if a flash lands up there. It's going to blind anybody on site here trying to play these angles. And if I read the body language of my teammates and see that they're scaling in like this, it's not going to blind them, right? Now, a very important thing with this utility is I'm just going to say flashing stairs, flashing stairs. I'm not going to say, hey guys, does somebody want to flash? Do you want me to flash this? Do you want me to do this? There is a time and place when that communication can't be good, but we'll get into that later. But for now, guys, read the body language of your teammates, right? If your teammates are scaling into site and, before the round you had planned to take CT, you can say, guys, take CT. I'm going to flash in front of you. Flashing CT. Boom, right? That's all we got to do. Boom. And if you notice, one thing that I do with my utility when I throw flashes is I say pop or boom when it explodes, right? That way my teammates know exactly like when it's popping so that they can swing, right? So, I might say that, yo guys, I'm going to flash you to peek CT, flashing, right? Boom. And then if they take that, I might be like, do you guys want to take deeper? Yes, flashing deep, right? Do you see how I asked them a simple question? Do you want to take deep? Yes, flashing. I don't say, do you want to take deep? Okay, do you guys want to flash? No, we're making a plan, and me saying this is going to get them on the same page as me, right? Me saying I'm doing this makes it so that they have a plan and they can understand what you are doing. When everyone on the team sits there and goes, do you want me to flash this for you? Do you want me to do this? And the person's like, I don't know. It makes it very hard to flow and play the game, right? You're not going to flow if you have to sit there and go through 3 different, conversations about whether or not you want to do this or that or that. If you can just do things and act on it, it's so much better, right? When I play with my teammates in pugs or, in our league match environments, I might feed them ideas, right? If we have these smokes up and I know my teammate wants to get through stairs, I might say, do you want to go through stairs? He's going to jump up here silently, which I told you guys how to do that in one of my other videos. So he's in that smoke and I might be like, all right, bro, popping you through, flashing over you, pop. And then that's what he does. So then he jumps through off of that flash and we're good. Some examples when you really should ask for if someone needs a flash or if they want something is going to be kind of like when the round is a little slower and you have more time to think and you're making a plan, right? Sometimes your teammates are going to be here in mid right window is going to be smoked off. You guys are kind of having mid control here. And if my teammate's kind of floating around bench side here, or a teammate's coming up through underpass, but he's not, you know, in a fight, he's walking through, I might be like, hey, you want me to flash con for you? Yeah, flash con for me. And then I'm saying, okay, flash con, up, boom. See how we talk about that? Or I might say, okay, flashing con in 4 seconds for you. Or flashing con at 53:16, right? And then when 16 comes on the timer, boom. These are different ways you can set these flash plays up and do these type of things, right? So when there's like a lull in the round, there's not as, you know, much intensity going on, that's when you can ask for something, right? Like be like, hey, do you need this? Do you need me to do this for you? And then they might say no, and that's perfectly fine. Then you save your flash and you use it for something else, or you make a new plan, right? But at the end of the day, these moments of brilliance, these different types of like crazy flash plays, these, you know, blind kills where you get your teammate 3-man spray down because they're all blind, aren't going to happen without understanding exactly when you should be communicating like this and using these specific type of voice communications, right? Another great thing that you can do is you can feed information like this in the mid round when it comes to like smokes or what you want to do, right? So for me, my IGL, I might try to help him out and get his brain going when he starts to not talk or do something, right? Because I'm an opera on my team. I might be like, all right, MDS, we got 3 smokes. What do you want to do with these smokes? And he's like, okay, I want this smoke here, here, and here. Then we know, right? If I didn't say that, he might not have actually like, you know, thought about that. He might be preoccupied with something else. So it's one thing you can do to help your IGLs. It's like, you know, in the middle of the round, don't be annoying, but just be like, hey, this is what we got. Let's make a plan. What are we doing, right? And sometimes you're not going to exactly know what the plan is, but somebody needs to say something so that you can be on the same page. The worst thing you can do in the game is just all drift around and not know what's going on and not know how to help your teammates out, right? So it's just very important. But to summarize things, guys, when there's a lot of action going on, when there's a lot of chaos, things are going so fast, everything's moving around the map, don't ask for your teammates, right? Don't ask. Do it for them. And one of my pet peeves though, guys, is if you're going to throw util for your teammate, if you're going to do these things, one, communicate it as you're throwing it, right? If my teammates are scaling out on the site, I'm not just going to be like, no comm, right? Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say flashing stairs. And if they hear it, they hear it. If they don't, they don't. It's on them, right? I'm not, however, going to do what my pet peeve is flashing where your teammates are looking at, right? To say my teammates are running and looking at site, guys, the worst thing that you can do is come out here and for some reason like try to flash over a palace like that, or even outside ramp here. You know, if you're throwing utility, say you like threw some smokes or something, but throw a flash and completely blind your teammates, right? You flash up here and your teammates are coming out ramp and they're like eating the flash. That's because of you. That's not like, even if you communicate that, that's just like poor CS, because like, what is the point of doing something like that, right? And you'll see it all the time, right? Like I'll be a con player and all of a sudden my A player will just like eat a flash through con without saying anything, and then I'm just sitting here like, he's like, you know, he throws a flash and then this is my POV, and I'm like, bro, what? And I'm like, that was a really good T flash, and I look at the chat and I see it was my teammate. I'm like, bro, what the heck? So yeah, that's just some good ideas when it comes to utility. I hope you guys found this video useful. A lot of good stuff, and it's really helpful to understand when and how you should be communicating and how to be. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for the support. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep growing as players, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.